The Colombian native gets the call to start this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right. And if he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi. He will lead this one off today. Hit on the ground out to short. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting second, the shortstop.
And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Giro, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Well, Matty, the old cliche goes, battlers, grinders. I know it gets old saying that, but that's the exact description of what this lineup presents today to the opposing pitcher. They do not strike out. He is going to have to grind. He is going to have to keep the ball in the ballpark, and his defense is going to have to be on point.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Stepping in, J.D. Martinez, having a very nice year, currently second in the American League in batting average entering play. Here comes the first pitch. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Modi has got it, and the side is retired. So a rather pedestrian start to the top half. Chris Sale gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Thanks, Matt. Chris Sale, you're talking about one of the premier pitchers in the game of baseball. Big fastball, 95 to 98 miles an hour. Wipe out slider. Great comparison. He's the closest thing we've seen to Randy Johnson. A nightmare against lefties. 3-pitch guy, fastball, slider, and a changeup that's getting better all the time. He is a definition of a true ace.
2-0 now. 2 balls and a strike to Javi Baez. Fooled by the speed and location of that one. It's 2-2.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
Hit sharply on the ground, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, you want to be the team on the attack, without question. In the bottom of the first, starting it off with a leadoff single gets everyone in your dugout going.
Stepping in now, David Bodie. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Now the 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. On the ground to the left side. That'll be a base hit as well as it's through into left, and they've got something cooking here in the bottom of the first.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that into memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
From the belt, the pitch. And this one's in the dirt. And the runners will stay put here on ball 1. And that's inside. Looked like the slider, and it's 2-0.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Benintendi's got it, and there's 1 away. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with 1 away. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matty, the guy I'm here to see is Big Chris Bryant. He's really swung the bat well against left-handed pitchers so far this season. He's hitting over 300 against southpaws, and he's facing another one of those today. I'm sure he's excited to hit this one.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate as he lifts it in the air to right field. Waiting on it is Benintendi, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple. We are still. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, it's fairly dry down here right now, but I am told there's a bigger threat of rain later in the game. It's not entirely clear how severe it's going to get, but we could be facing a weather delay if the storm front passes over the ballpark. For now, let's hope for the best.
Yeah, Heidi, thank you. And guys, certainly having a fresh bullpen ready for a game like this one will be an important step towards a victory.
No doubt, Matty. And there's rain on the horizon. You want to get depth. You want to score early as an offense, get some depth and some length out of your starting pitching, and hand it over to that fresh bullpen.
Lifted in the air out to center field. Happ is there, and he has it for the first out. Striding in for Boston, Lourdes Gurriel, as he begins this one as the fourth leading hitter in the American League.
One of the best hitters in baseball, and he does it with some damage too. Lots of extra base hits. He's in the top 5 in the league in slugging percentage as well.
Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone, but I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
And the pitch. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. Stepping up to the plate, Kevin Pillar. In past meetings with Jose Quintana, he's 4 for 14. First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he had.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Down. Standing in, Kyle Schwarber. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year.
Kyle Schwarber.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Oh. 1-0.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Well, he kind of struggled through that first inning, but ended up getting out of it. Now here in the second, you know he'd love to get this leadoff guy and get off on the right foot and maybe settle into this game a bit.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Kyle Schwarber is sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning.
Junior.
First delivery to him on the way. And that's dead center for strike 1. And it's 1-1.
1-1.
The 1-1 home.
One. Count 2-1.
And a swing and a miss as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2. Really tied him up on that one.
Yikes, he kind of looked clueless on that swing right there, Matt. If I'm pitching, I'm going right back to that same pitch.
Ian Happ, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Batting 8.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Into the corner and slicing foul. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We'll move to the third with no score. At the plate, Christian Vasquez. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
After it is Souza. The windup and the 0-1. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot here to left, number 10 for him on the year. As the Red Sox get the game's first run, it's 1-0.
Well, if you're going to get your first hit of the game, you might as well do it with a bang. He thought he could squeeze one past him, but he thought wrong.
Batting eighth, the first baseman, number
So here's
23.
Michael Chavis now.
Michael.
And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit. Comes into play here at 273. 10 home runs and 28 RBIs. The 1-0.
Ball 2.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
Hit high in the air down the right field line. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Into the box, Chris Sale. And the pitcher is, in fact, bunting here as he puts this one down. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second.
Well, he took a risk with the decision to throw to second instead of taking the sure out at first. Not sure if someone was yelling for him to go to second, but we know now it was the wrong call.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that misses for ball 1. Now the 1-0. Into center field. Line drive base hit. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make or break moment in this game. When you're playing a first place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in the game and then mount a comeback.
Hit in the air to straightaway center. And this is going to wind up as extra bases as that'll play 1 for sure and maybe a second. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy, runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double the drive and another run. This guy is a money run producer.
Here's J.D. Martinez. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Now a breaking ball, but it's low.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
The 1-1 home. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. 3 runs already home here. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Well, giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that last pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with his release point right now. He doesn't know where it's going, and he knows it.
The 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. A bullet to first base.
Up next for the Red Sox, the third baseman, Rafael.
So it's second and third with 1 gone now. And that brings up the third baseman, Rafael Devers. First pitch coming. Here it is. Couldn't lay off the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Like that pitch there, lefty on lefty matchup. Curveball away to a lefty. Smart pitch.
And he fouls this one off. Ready on 0-2. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
In now, Lourdes Gurriel. Swing and a liner. Foul. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. The 0-1 offering. Fastball well outside.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good work there to prevent any advance. It's 1-2. Benintendi, the runner at third. Bogarts at second with 2 gone. Hit back up the middle. Baez ranging to his right, and the throw is right there at first. Oh, a fine off-balance play up the middle may have saved 2 runs in the.
Welcome back as the Cubs look to get their bats going here in the 3rd inning, and you can say they've been trying to do that pretty much all year. Entering the day, they ranked near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening, so he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Behind 0-2 now. This is on the ground over to first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. And with 1 gone, time for a check of the standings to see where the Red Sox place in the American League East. So it's back to the top of the order now. And into bat next, the versatile weapon, Javier Baez. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
If he's able to locate that 2-seamer down at the knees, he's going to get a ton of swing and miss and a ton of ground balls today.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And another foul ball. slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. So 2 are gone now in the Cubs half of the third, and that'll bring up one of the better clutch hitters on the landscape, David Bote. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. High in the air out to center field. Pilar's there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Cubs are down in order. They trail it here 3-0. All set for the start of the fourth, and that'll bring up a man who's a human highlight reel defensively, Kevin Pillar.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
Now batting, the catcher, Christian Vasquez.
So now to the plate, Christian Vasquez, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He homered back in the third inning in this one. Ground ball sent back up the middle. One there. On to Rizzo at first, and they get them both.
The first baseman, number 23.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Michael Chavis. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming, here it is. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Standing in now, Chris Sale. As he'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball 1. Reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now. And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Barehanded at his knees. He is out. Red Sox leave 1. They lead it 3-0. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our two starters. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. 0-1 the count. The pitch. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And it's 1-2. No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far in this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now as he rips it on the ground to second. Reined in. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Still down. Digging in to try it again. Andrew Benintendi, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
Andrew Benintendi.
Here's the first pitch to him. A bouncer up the middle. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. That's a nice piece of hitting. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
And that brings in Xander Bogaerts as he'll go after a curveball out of the zone to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. Well, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. The 1-1. The catcher wanted it down, and they got him to chase it for strike 2.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that 2-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Here comes the Chicago skipper now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a change, as that'll do it for Jose Quintana. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. Brad Rick comes on now in an awfully difficult situation, as there are 2 on here with nobody out. And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez, as he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now a swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2.
3 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point.
And that's going to be high 2-2 now.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
Still even at 2-2. Looks at a fastball low here, and it's full 3-2.
Definitely in a tough situation facing the 3-hitter. You could work around him and maybe walk him to load the bases, but that just sets up the cleanup guy with the bases loaded.
And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
The batter.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Now at the plate, Rafael Devers. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
I can tell you from experience, bases loaded, nobody out, and you get an infield pop-up, that feels just as good as a strikeout. And now he's just a double play ball away from getting out of this mess.
Off the plate and away there, 1 ball, no strikes. That evens it up 1-1. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
High and deep to left center field. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far, as this lead swells to 7-0.
Yeah, you've heard the saying, stuck between a rock and a hard place. Well, that was the case here. Bases loaded, facing the best power hitter in the lineup, and he showed why he is so feared. He knocked it out of here with a vengeance.
The batter, the center fielder, Kevin.
At the plate, Kevin Pillar, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Fouled away. The 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. 4 runs here in this half inning. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time.
Cancel.
Popped him up. Bodie over to his left. And that's the second out of the inning.
Up next for the Red Sox.
At the plate, Christian Vasquez. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First offering on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike two.
2 mid-90s fastballs and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pot commit. You're either all in on another fastball or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed.
And he fouls this one off.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. But the damage done as the Red Sox get 4 thanks to the grand slam. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's the Red Sox 7 and the Cubs nothing. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago. Back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And that'll hit off the ivy out there. So he's into second here with the double to kick off the home 5th. And as we pull up our Cubs leaderboard, you can see he ranks second on the team in that category. The next Cub up, Steven Souza, comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 on its way. In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. No one out with a runner at second. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out. You just sensed it was coming with the heaviness of the rain, and all the radar maps that we're seeing online lead us to believe this will be at least an hour.
Matt, this has the makings of we're going to see 2 different pitchers come out after this delay. The conditions are bad. It looks like this rain is going to be around for a while. I'd be a bit surprised if either of these pitchers come back out.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ian Happ is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. None out, runners at first and second. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, a double play.
The batter, number 38.
Nico Hoerner will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 2, Nico Hoerner.
No balls and 1 strike. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Sale sets. Coming at him with the 0-1. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Cubs. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Well, the rain is finally past us as we welcome you back. Alec Mills comes on as the new pitcher following the lengthy delay, and it looks like he's just about ready to go. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Mills, a native of Tennessee. He was taken in the 22nd round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
1-2 now. Now here it comes. Yanked on the ground down the line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
The pitcher, number 41, Chris Sale.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Chris Sale, getting the hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Dustin Pedroia will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Pinch hitting for the Red Sox, number 15, Dustin Pedroia.
One out, nobody on. Swing and a liner, but right at the shortstop for the second out.
The right fielder, number 16, Andrew.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Andrew Benintendi. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Grounded back up the middle. Baez fields it cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Red Sox go down 1-2-3, but they're still in control. Austin Bryce is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season.
Austin Bryce.
Digging in, Javier Baez will lead it off as we start the home sixth.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And it's fouled away. Line drive to left. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Stepping in now, David Bodie, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Wow, really close pitch on 0-2. That just missed, and if he hits that spot right there again, he might get the call next time.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike. Here's Chris Bryant now.
Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled away. 1 out and a runner on second base. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. But in this situation, he was able to hold back. That's a nice take.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball.
Now
Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Wilson Contreras.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Made him look silly with that one.
Fouled off.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Cubs strand 1. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Seventh inning ready to roll, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Xander Bogaerts. First pitch coming. Here it is. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. The 1-0. Liner towards second. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
It's really important to be a second baseman and have some athletic ability. And how about this right here? He goes up high to snag this line drive that was definitely headed to the outfield for a base hit.
One man is out in the Red Sox 7th, and that'll bring up the dangerous bat of J.D. Martinez. Now here's the pitch. Drilled on the ground to short. There's Baez on to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman.
In now, Rafael Devers. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now here's a shot out to right center field. Running hard. He's digging for second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
The batter
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. At the plate now, Lourdes Gurriel, as he's reaching at a curveball and comes up empty at strike 1. Already 4 RBIs in his pocket to this point. The 0-1 delivery. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Name of the game out on the mound is to disrupt timing of the hitters in the box. He's certainly got this guy on the defensive.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front. 2 out here and a runner at second. And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
And the payoff pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Yeah, and with 2 outs, the pitcher was mentally in the dugout already. Now he's got to regroup and find a way to get out of this. Hard not to feel for the guy.
At the plate, Kevin Pillar. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit softly on the ground to third. And the throw to first will be in time, so the Red Sox come up empty, and the inning is over. Boston strands a couple, and they hold a 7-0 lead. Ready for another shot now. Anthony Rizzo, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one. Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
Now batting, the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Digging in and looking for more, Kyle Schwarber. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
1 ball, no strikes.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he fouls this one off. In for strike 2.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today.
The right fielder,
coming to the plate now, Steven Souza. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch on its way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel to that one.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
I just think after seeing both those pitches right there, 96, you have to be on the fastball or you're not going to catch up. If you're sitting off speed, that fast.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. So coming to the plate, Christian Vasquez. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. Here comes the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Happ is right there, 1 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Michael Chavis.
Digging in, Michael Chavis, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Here's the pitch. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. 1 out, nobody on. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Happ is there now, and he has it, 2 gone. Mitch Moreland will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Mitch Moreland.
Shot toward right center. And this is going to find some real estate out there as he comes through off the bench with extra bases. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches. But when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it. And that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
Into the box now, Andrew Benintendi. Fouled away. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. The 0-1 pitch. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Well, as a leadoff man, the team looks for you to get on base any way you can. This isn't the preferred route, at least for him, but hey, they'll take it.
Settling in now, Xander Bogaerts. He's 2-for-4 in the ballgame. First offering on its way. And he takes ball 1.
1-0.
Two balls and no strikes for Bogaerts.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. He just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here, too.
Here it comes, the 3-0.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
The 3-1. And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Coming to the plate now, J.D. Martinez. He could really use a knock here, 0-for-3 in the game so far. Looking to wiggle out of this, here it is. Outside with the fastball, that's 1-0. Oh, he was sitting on that curveball, but he missed it. It's strike 1.
Hey, that's the kind of swing you'd like to see a guy take with the bases loaded. He's going for the downs.
And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Schwarber has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. Red Sox leave them loaded, but they're still in control. 7. Wander Suero is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 51, Wander Suero.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Here's the pitch.
Oh, 1 ball, 1 strike.
A ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp, and it's backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Jason Hayward will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Hayward.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. The average sitting at 292 here to start play. 5 homers and 21 driven in. 1-1 the count now. Pitch on the way. Swing and a ball sliced foul into the seats down the left field line. Here it comes.
T-ball.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Skied in the air to straightaway left. On the move is Martinez. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Javier.
Here's Javier Baez. He doubled his last time through. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
This one's down to third. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Craig Kimbrel comes on to work now, and he's their usual closer, but this is obviously not a save opportunity.
Yeah, this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him a chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
Rafael Devers.
First offering on its way. Strike one to start the at-bat. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Hard liner to center field, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Into the box, Lourdes Gurriel, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. He's ready. Now the pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swung on in the dirt, and that's a strikeout.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Kimbrel is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
2-1 the count to Pilar. Has a look, now the pitch. Hot shot on the ground to short. Baez has it to second for one. On to Rizzo, and it's a double play. Side retired. One hit's all they get. 2, 3, and so in now for Chicago, David Bodie. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic. Watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one.
Now playing left field, number 99, Alex Verdugo.
Marcus Walden, a right-hander standing 6 foot even, will take over the pitching duties here.
Walden.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Slider laid off for a ball.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
A ball and a strike now. High in the air out to center field. Pilar is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. 1 away.
Now batting, the third baseman, Chris.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And it's gone. Chris Bryant leaves the yard with a solo shot. And even 20 home runs for him now thus far. And they're now on the board, though still well behind.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows. Finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat. Being shut out all game, but not anymore.
Now
There's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Walden has over 40 innings on his line so far, and during that time he's worked to a sub-1 whip, less than 1 base runner allowed per inning. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The first baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Cubs are down to their final out now, and into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. Here it comes. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first, and the Red Sox have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
7-1 the final today. The Red Sox led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Chris Sale pitches his way to a team-leading 12th win of the year. Jose Quintana was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line.